Welcome back to All Things EVM. Today I'd like to get back into my farms of the week. It's been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since I've touched on this specific item in my checklist. The market has been down, so it's been kind of boring, but because the market is on its way back up, we're back farming, and it's been very profitable over the last 24 to 48 hours, especially with the Ethereum ETF possibly being accepted tomorrow. And if that does get approved by the SEC tomorrow, we will certainly see more fireworks, guys, and a lot of volatility. It means a lot of profits in yield farming. So let's jump on into the spreadsheet. All right, so here are the farms of the week, guys. We have Weth Wells. This has been on the list for some time now, making great money right now, just under 1%. In fact, it was at 1% when I put in my principal, making $20-ish a day. So let's jump into that pool. Let's look at it real quick. Yeah, currently making $20.79 on $2,437 in liquidity. When I originally posted this, I believe I put in about $2,000 or $19.90 or something like that. So 1% on that is fantastic. So I'd like to keep that up. We also have the USDC to Arrow Farm. This is on Extra Finance. That is making just under 0.5% right now, but when I put it in, it was making 0.5%. So I still like this pool. I want to be stacking Arrow through this bull market, guys, because it is the biggest DEX on the base chain, which I think is going to get a lot of retail attention. I want to be in this pool and just stacking that as we go. I am in profit on both of these pools. I'm up $400 farmed in the USDC to Arrow pool on the principal that I put in. $2,200 is what I put in there, and then another $546 in the Weth to Wells pool. Now I'm not sure why this is only showing $45, as I'm definitely up almost $500 in this pool currently. So I'm going to type these numbers in and move on to the spreadsheet. All right, next up is the Friend to ETH pool. Now this is on Friendtech, guys. If you haven't gotten into Friendtech, it's an application on Base. It's a SocialFi application on Base, and I got a big airdrop there, about 10,000 friend, and then paired that against some ETH, and now making about 120% or between 120 and 150% APR on that, and just stacking that like crazy right now, and that's making me a really great return. Now, obviously, with how much liquidity I have in here, we're not making close to 1%, but half a percent or a little bit less per day on this is a great way to make some more friend. And I really am bullish on friend right now, so I'm stacking as much as possible, and that's why I'm in this pool. So making about $64 a day. Currently, yesterday was $42. This will range from anywhere from $50 to $100 depending on the volume of friend traded, as well as the clubs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my Friendtech video, guys. In fact, I just won a big contest, and I just found out just an hour ago that I'm going to be making that I won a contest on the explainer video. So I'm stoked to be a part of that, guys, and definitely have more Friendtech content here because of that. But then we have Weth to USDT, and this is on Nile. So let's go to the Linea chain and check out Nile here. Let's refresh this to see where we're at. Still currently in range on $2,306. We have made 14.4 in the last really about less than 24 hours. I set this up last night. We were barely on the edge, though, of the range right now, and I do think that's because ETH has taken a little bit of a pullback, but I do expect it to come back into range and go up even higher, guys. So let's stick in this pool. Making about 0.5% per day is pretty great, and gonna love holding on to this one, as Nile has been on a run as well, and that's what we do get paid on in this platform. So just like in Aerodrome or XtraFi, when we're getting paid in the extra token or Arrow tokens over on XtraFi and Aerodrome, and in Nile you get paid in Nile tokens. So I'm gonna have to claim that and come back, but let's put in $14 for that today. We have this farm on swap mode as well. Let's go check that out. This has been in the rotation for a little while as well. This is the Merlin BTC to wrap BTC pool. There was a high APR on this right away, and I loved it. It's only making 57% right now, but really this is for the mode airdrop, guys, that I'm adding liquidity to this, and I am getting paid in these S tokens and X SMD tokens, which are locked, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. I did jump into this to add liquidity to mode, so I got the airdrop, and this is going up as they are BTC related tokens, and because they're wrapped BTC, I do expect these just to appreciate, so it's a good place to hold them while I get some airdrop points, and hopefully makes a decent amount of money on the mode airdrop. I'd made about $400, $500, something like that in the first drop. Round 2 is coming up, and so I'm going to continue to provide liquidity here. It's just another part of my yield farming process is farming these airdrops, guys. So up $22 in the last like 4 or 5 days. I think that means I'm making about $3 to $5 a day. I think I'm up to $5 today. And I'm also in this Pendle to USDT pool. Let's see how that is doing. So I'm looking at this on the Aperture Finance website, and I did rearrange it last night, and it has gone out of range, though it did make me $3.50 in rewards here, guys, and I do expect it to jump back in to range. It's on the low side because Pendle has taken a little bit of a downturn today, but I really have a tight range here, so that's why it's out of range. I do expect it to go back into range, as especially if we see the Ethereum ETF tomorrow. So I'm going to hold on to that, guys. It's got a great return for how much liquidity I've gotten here. If it stayed in range, I probably would have made somewhere in the neighborhood of 0.6 to 0.7% per day on this, and I've seen this as high as 1% as well. So I'm going to stick with this one, guys, and with that, I'm going to add that $3.50 to my total. That means I've made $117 in the last 24 hours. That's a great return, guys. Last week, let's do a quick review on that. We ended up making 4% on our total liquidity, which is exactly what I want to see. Between 3.5% and 4.5% are my goals, guys. And to make that, I'd like to make, and that makes me about $1,000. Last week, it made me $1,112 in a week of yield farming, and that's some great returns, guys. Most of that I'm compounding right now, though I do take some of it out to pay myself as well. With that, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more yield farming content just like this. We'll see you next week, and God bless.